So today we're going to talk about teachers who carry way too many things to school on a regular basis. So one of the biggest things that I used to carry was a huge planner every single day. And I come from a teacher mode where I carry like a lunchbox, a purse, my teacher bag, and probably 2, sometimes 3 reusable bags full of stuff for my classroom. I'm crazy. I understand that. But one of the things that I will not be carrying to school this year is a planner, because I made one. I made a digital planner that you can use with an iPad and the app GoodNotes. So all I'll be bringing this year is my iPad and an Apple Pencil. This is gonna definitely lighten my load every day, and it's gonna be a convenient way to have everything with me at all times. So let's get into it. So now we're gonna take a look at the teacher planner for GoodNotes. So the first thing that you're gonna need to do is open your GoodNotes. Now I have one in there, but since it has student information and such in it, I'm just gonna walk you through importing a new one. So you're gonna go to import, and then you're gonna find wherever it is you have it. So I actually have it on my Mac. And then you're gonna click it. It'll take a second to download. And then once it's in, you can edit it and change it, and the original copy will still be saved wherever it was that you had it. So here's the planner. Just so you know, all of the tabs are clickable. So we're gonna walk through these tabs as we go, but let's just go to the first one. This is gonna be your navigation tab. So this tells you a little bit about the product. It links to my Instagram. You can email me from here, or if you wanna watch this video again to learn how to do things, you can just click there. So the next one we have our schedule. So this is just your teacher schedule. What are you doing for the day? Class list. This one's also gonna have birthdays, as well as a create your own seating chart. So you can kind of draw in your classroom and you can put your kids where you want and change them. And the beauty of this is, so say you're a middle school teacher like me or a high school teacher, you have multiple classes, you can just click the add button and you can add the exact same slide. So even if I were to draw on this one, then I can click add, click the template, and it's just going to add a copy of the template right after that. So the next one that we have is contact. So we have parent contact information, extended, and then we also have a parent contact log. So this is where you can track your interactions with the parents, which is very, very important to do, especially I'm a special ed teacher, so it's even more important to do there. We have to-do lists, just jotting notes down. This one is my absolute favorite because as a teacher, I have accounts for about 1,000 different sites. So this first one is for you. You can do your website, username, and password, but then the next one is for your kids. So you could put like Kahoot up here, student name, username, password, so that if your kids forget, you have them easily stored. The calendar, this is an editable calendar, so we can go to September. The numbers are not in there. You can just zoom in, write your number, and then that way for next year, you don't have to buy a new one. You can continue to use this one. For planning, we have a ton of different planning pages. So there's curriculum mapping, which is gonna look like this. So just what units are you teaching for the year? Lesson planning. This is just a simple cutout of a lesson plan that my district allows. Lesson reflections. One of the most important things I think as a teacher is to reflect on what you did and what worked and what didn't, so that you know for next year what you should and shouldn't do. Weekly subject planning. So this is for a content area teacher. So you have your days, what lesson are you doing, what standards, and what do you need to do for it. I also have one for elementary planning because they teach all the subjects. You guys are superheroes. I cannot do that. Unit outlining. This is kind of just a brain dump. What are you doing? How are you going to group your lessons? Just a brain dump, a little mind map for you. Then we have academic vocab, so the important vocab words that you're going to use for the unit. Breakdown of standards, which is my least favorite thing to do, but the most important. So this is where you're going to turn your standard into an I can statement, and then you're going to figure out how you're going to teach it and how you're going to know if the kids have learned it. And then the last one we have is unit reflection, which is kind of like the lesson reflection, just on a unit as a whole. So then we have kid plans. Like I said, I'm a special ed teacher, so I deal with FBAs, 504, BIPs, IEPs all day long. I know I just threw some alphabet soup at you, but that's what my life looks like. So this is just student name, what kind of plan they have, and what you need to know. But then there's also an IEP cheat sheet for kids in your class because, you know, everybody has a kid in their class with an IEP. So this is just a cheat sheet that's going to show you real quick when you give a quiz or a test what you need to do as the teacher. Okay, so speaking of IEPs, we have progress monitoring. So this is where you're going to do a quick like shot of what the kid is doing. So here's their goal, what percentage for each quarter or however the goal is being measured, you can put for there so you can see through the year how they're doing. But I also have a quarter by quarter progress monitoring sheet. So again, goal, and then you can track it over the 10 weeks. And then each one, what I do is I highlight this in yellow and I do my tracking in yellow. Highlight quarter 2 in pink, do my tracking in pink. That way you can see if the kid is progressing through the year or not. I also have a blank one just in case one of your kiddos has a goal that isn't tracked by percentage. Grade tracker, participation, homework, classwork trackers, meeting notes, easy peasy, different kinds, lined, blank, grid, dotted, ready to go. Certification. This is just where you're going to track your professional development before you put it in whatever online system your school requires, just so that you have a copy of it. This is just brilliant ideas. Whatever ideas you have. Again, just a bunch of different kinds. Memories. Kids say the darndest things. My favorite thing at the end of the year is to read all of the silly quotes my kids have said. It makes my whole last day so much better. And then I also have some journaling ones just in case it was like a fun day or a great memory. Teacher budget, because we all know that we spend way too much money on our classrooms out of our own pocket. So let's maybe track how we do that so we can maybe not do that as often as we like. Scans. This is just any important papers, so when you get your evaluation back from your principal or anything that you think you need, you can scan a copy and just put it in here. And then the last one is just miscellaneous. Anything that I didn't include in this that you think you want, first, email me, please, because I'm totally up for making some more inserts. But if there's something that you really need that I didn't put in there, that's where you do it. So I hope that you love this planner, and I hope that you get some great use out of it. Happy planning!